Good morning from the Hampton Inn. It's about 7:25, and I'm gonna tell you, I've been on trail too long. I've got hiker brain. So I got up when I first got out of bed. It was about almost 7, and my instantaneous first thought was, "Oh my gosh, I only have 3 more hours to eat." Like, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, so like trained that when you're in town, you got to cram all this food and get all the calories and nourishment and all that. I should have documented like what I ate yesterday. Like, between donuts and had milk and green drink and dinner, and last night I had a muscle milk with 42 grams of protein before bed, and like, you don't even get full. So this morning I went down. I've gone down once. I got coffee and I had some Lucky Charms, because who could pass up kid cereal? Now I'm just kind of sitting here. I just checked the weather for Stevens Pass, where we're headed back. Sometimes it doesn't do a lot of good to check the town because we're going back up in elevation, and the weather's just different. So today the high is 60, falling in the afternoon into the 50s. The next several days, the highs are in the 50s and chances of rain every day and night. So this could be an interesting road walk. Either way, I'm ready to go get to it. I'm ready to get this last stretch done, and for now, I'm gonna just drink some coffee. Probably go get a breakfast again here in a little bit, and I got one more green drink to drink, and I'm gonna slowly start packing up. So, like I said, it's about 7:30, and my ride's not till 10. So I have 2.5 hours to eat. I am packed up and ready to go. I'm down in the lobby and I had enough time for a waffle. So having another breakfast, and then Steve should be here shortly. Alrighty, I'm outside ready to go. So as soon as they get here, we will be en route back to trail for, I guess, the last time. It's so crazy that this was like the last real resupply, because the other's just a box. That may have been my last real shower. Definitely my last like nice shower before the end of the trail. This is the beginning of the end, and I am ready to get there. Alrighty, it's 11 o'clock. We're back at Stevens Pass. Steve and his niece are gonna hike, so we stopped at the parking lot on the other side. We're walking backwards up to the lodge because Diesel and Lentil need to do some flip fuel and then putting the extras in the hiker box. There's also a Trail Magic over here. So hopefully we can still get pretty good miles in today, but it's gonna be a few minutes before we get actually walking back on the trail. All right, Diesel's gonna do his empty the fuel dance.
Take it, baby, take it. With this, the star is born, definitely.
A star is born for sure.
He moves to America now and becomes the star what he was dreaming about the whole life. Bye!
Good work. Alrighty, it is 11:45. Got all the fuel flipped. I think everybody's ready to go. We're not gonna go to the Trail Magic because we got miles to make.
Come on.
Oh, look at this. They wrote PCT Trail Magic on a napkin and taped it on this thing. All right, so we are headed back to trail, ready to start walking. We got to get, I think, at least, what'd you say, 18 miles?
18 miles, yeah.
We have to go 18 miles to get to a campground. And it's almost noon, so we're going to be, but that's good. Get a half day out, get 18 in. So one last thing, I did not say this before. Tupac, who's with us now, his government name is Steve. My name's Steve. So now we have Steve dropped off Steve and Steve at Stevens Pass. I missed an opportunity. I definitely should have bought a lottery ticket. All right, we are back at the trailhead, ready to walk. So far, this has been a nice flat trail. We've only done like 1.25 maybe. We were just all walking together talking. They're just ahead of me. I made a quick pit stop. I think this is going to be a deserted section of walking. Other than us four and Hollywood and Cece, I have not talked to anyone else. There's a couple big groups. I didn't video it. I got to see Fireball. She happened to be sitting there eating breakfast where we picked up, across the street from where we picked up the rest of the group here this morning. I saw BFG walking down the street when we were driving. He saw me and ran up. And he's like, dude, this is going to be the last time. He gave me a big hug. Fireball was yelling, don't leave, I got to have a hug. So that's probably the last time we'll see any of them this morning, because they're all skipping up. So most people, it seems, it's kind of split. They're either getting rides from Leavenworth or Stevens Pass up to Chelan, I think it's called. Whatever the town is there, they will like board the ferry, ride the ferry to Stehekin, and then from Stehekin get a ride to the trail there, and then they only have 75 miles to go. So Fireball was zeroing today. I think she was going to get a ride tomorrow. So my guess is she's finishing in 4 or 5 days. Big guy, I think, was going all the way to Stehekin from that town. So we've not talked to anyone else that is doing this reroute. So we're not really sure what the water situation is going to be, what the camping situation is going to be, what the trail conditions are going to be. So they all have plans once they get like a date they need to get to Canada, the group I'm with now. So they kind of have a backup plan that if this takes too long or the trail's in bad conditions, they're going to bail and do the ferry as well. So I'm really hoping that doesn't, I'm really hoping that's not what happens, because then I'll be to myself there. But that's all I got for now. There's Valhalla Lake. We've gone around it. And somehow we missed you guys, Steve. You must be down at the lake and we didn't go down there. So thank you again for the rides. It was greatly appreciated by all. It makes this way easier. You help us with those logistics like that. Alrighty, so we are at the Smith Brook Trail. As you saw, there was caution, wildfire activity in the area. So the trail is still open going north just for a little ways, but then it stops and there's no other roads that way. So the detour that we're going to try to do is we're going to take the Smith Brook Trail down to a road, and then we're going to start road walking. And we think there's plenty of water and campsites, but you know, we're going to figure that one out. There's the Smith Brook Trailhead, and we are road walking. But it's gravel road, still good scenery. We wanted to go the downhill, but we're uphill. Diesel, this does not go down, it goes up more. Look at this girl just sitting there like we don't see her, just watching us, trying to figure out why are these people walking down my road. It is 5:45, still road walking. You know, you don't really know exactly how many miles we've gone or how many we have. We just kind of guesstimate based on the scale because we don't have far out for these roads. I think we have probably 2 or 2.5, probably 2.5, no, maybe even 3 miles left. That first climb when we got on the road was steep and long, but since then we have all like flattened downhill, so it's been nice. We've all kind of been walking pretty close together and talking. Diesel was talking to me for a little while about this new job he's got. He's going to Greenland to be a teacher, to teach young children, and he's never been a teacher. So it's a 4-month gig. to see. He could stay longer maybe if he likes it and they like him and all, but it sounds incredible. I know nothing about Greenland, so I've been learning, helping pass the time. And I think Lentil and Tupac are both that way somewhere.
That you can't believe it. That this is like why. I mean, but when you believe it, then you believe in ghosts or
I was wrong earlier when I said we had like 3 or whatever miles. We had like 5 when I said that, I think. We think we're about a half mile away. It's about 7:30, so it's starting to lose light. There's supposed to be a stream so we can get water. So hopefully we can get here and get set up before it gets too dark. And yeah, we've just been road walking and talking. All right, walking across an iron bridge. Just scrambled down a bank to get some water. The place we were gonna camp at on Diesel's map was a little bit off trail. And at the junction, off road on another road. At that junction, we were looking at maps and saw that there was like a day use area up here. So we headed up here and got water. We're looking for a place to camp right now. And it's getting dark, it's 7:45. Actually some decent spots right here, but Lentil's yelling from in the trees, so maybe there's somewhere better. All right, I'm all set up. I got dinner almost done, and the others are already out here eating, so I'm gonna go ahead and go out there and eat my dinner. And since it's dark and the video quality is not very good, gonna go ahead and tell y'all now, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow as we keep on walking on the roads.